Matthew chapter 17. And after 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John his brother, and brought them into a high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them. And his face shined as the sun, and his clothing was white as the light. And there appeared to them Moses and Elijah talking with him. Then Peter answered and said to Jesus, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you want, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice came out of the cloud which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their face and were greatly afraid. But Jesus came and touched them and said, Arise, do not be afraid. And when they had lifted their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus only. And as they came down from the mountain, Jesus commanded them, saying, Don't tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man is risen again from the dead. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why then do the scribes say that Elijah must come first? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Indeed, Elijah is coming first, and will restore all things. But I tell you that Elijah has already come, and they did not know him, but did to him whatever they wish. Likewise will the Son of Man also suffer at their hands. Then the disciples understood that he spoke to them of John the Baptist. And when they had come to the multitude, a certain man came to him, kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he has seizures and is suffering greatly, and often falls into the fire or into the water. And I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me. And Jesus rebuked the demon, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, Why couldn't we cast him out? And Jesus said to them, Because of your unbelief. For surely I say to you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you will say unto this mountain, Move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go out but from prayer and fasting. And while they were in Galilee, Jesus said to them, The Son of Man will be betrayed into the hands of men, and they will kill him, and the 3rd day he will be raised again. And they were exceedingly sorrowful. And when they had come into Capernaum, those who received the temple tax came to Peter and said, Does your teacher not pay the temple tax? Peter said, Yes. And when he had come into the house, Jesus anticipated him, saying, What do you think, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth take customs or taxes? From their own children or from strangers? Peter said to him, From strangers. Jesus said to him, Then the children are free, but so that we may not offend them, go to the sea and cast in the hook and take up the fish that first comes up. And when you have opened his mouth, you will find a piece of money. Take that and give it to them for me and you.